Hey, this is your revered mojihost Nandi bringing you another episode of Messy Ministries. Today's one is titled Sir Text a Lot. And if you know anything about the music scene, you know what I'm biting off of. Ain't I genius when it comes to these titles? Oh, plagiarizing ass. But hey, I did paraphrase. I changed it up. So don't y'all come here with that bullshit. Anyway, let me get straight to this one, okay? It reads, the guy I'm currently seeing says he needs space. He has a successful business, so I know he's a very busy man. He still texts me a lot, but declines to meet up for drinks or anything. I went out to dinner with friends and bumped into him and a woman he was with. He texted me while we were eating to say that she was a business associate and nothing more. But the way she cozied up to him, it seemed like she has more in mind. I'm so confused. If it weren't for him texting me so often, it'd be easy for me to give up hope. Do his texts mean he still wants to be with me and I should just be patient? I earn really good money and it's been so hard to meet men who don't feel threatened by this. I just thought he might be perfect since he also makes good money. Any advice you can give would be appreciated. You know, there's a saying, if you're not first, you're last. And if I'm not mistaken, some movie had that as part of the quote. But the fact still stands. If you're not first, you're last. I don't care if you're second, third, fourth, fifth. You're still last, okay? This guy says he needs space. But you run into him at a restaurant and he's taking somebody out to dinner and the most you get is a text. And as a matter of fact, you said he declines to meet up for drinks or anything. Let me rephrase that for you. He refuses because he has proven through showing up at a restaurant where you happen to be having dinner with other people with some other woman on his arms. What I see happening here is that he's got you on the hook for whenever he decides that he might want to do something different with his life. But he don't want you to do nothing in the meantime. Hence, he sends you the text messages. That's a control mechanism. My advice, I'd either block his text or stop responding. I choose the block option because it's just so damn therapeutic. You know? Oh, block, bitch. Block, bitch. You might want to try that. And you know, I have seen this question or something similar to it from many women who are out there, you know, I guess you could say they're high earners. They seem to run into this problem of finding a man, and maybe I better stop using that term finding, because you shouldn't be going on no damn witch hunt for men. That's why I don't really jive with a lot of these online dating sites, because I think it puts women in a position that they should not be in. Because in a way, you hunting for a man, and men are generally the hunters. You know, it's their job to go out there and find you. And I'm kind of suspect about them being on a dating site too. Because it's like, buddy, with all the women in your locality, you got to go on a dating site to find the perfect woman? Is there something wrong with you? I mean, that would be, and I've seen some of the disasters. I got one friend I see around on social media all the time. She has had some disastrous online dating experiences. But that's neither here nor there, because you didn't say that you met him online. But my point is about being that high earning woman. And sometimes, you know, we don't realize that our self-esteem is a little low. Like we might be earning high pay, but our self-esteem is low. You know, so I think what might need to happen is you go back, you regroup, cut his ass off, okay? Cut him the fuck off. Because if he was interested in you, y'all would be doing more than exchanging text messages. And it's kind of hard for you to even see what's going on in the world around you. And that includes other men out there. I mean, actual men who know what the fuck they want out of life. Because I'm not going to say he don't know what he wants. But I also know that he is attempting to waste your time. And time is a commodity. And you know that as being a busy, I'm sure if you're a high earning woman, you have a busy life as well. Your life is busy, but you make time for what you want. And that's something I'm going to tell you about men. Men will make time for what they want. I don't care how frivolous the shit is that they want. If they want it bad enough, they gonna make time for it. So the fact that he has not made time for you, that you are a text message buddy, texting ain't a commitment. That's not a commitment. I mean, he's taking this other person out to dinner. And maybe she was a business associate. Maybe. And that's a big maybe. Big maybe. Yeah. We can't prove either way. But that's not for you to worry, to be concerning yourself with either. It's how you're being treated. Don't allow people to treat you any kind of way. Don't let people make you their last thought. I think I've said this in other episodes. Don't be that woman celebrating a 40-year anniversary where you spent 39 point what? 11 and a half months being used by this mofo, and then all of a sudden y'all celebrating this 40 year and you standing there talking about, we've been through so much together. No, you've been through it, and you've been through it by yourself. He gave you hell. And now that ain't nobody want him, he's now off the market officially. He decides to come back home and make you his last choice. And that's what I meant by before when I said, if you're not first, you last. A man that wants you is going to put you first above all else. When it comes to all these other people, he ain't going to be taking no woman out to dinner and then sending you some damn text about what she a business associate. Lots of business associates have sex. They have relationships. Don't be shocked if they have a marriage. So don't put yourself out there like that. Don't just be letting people take advantage of you. You sound like you have, you got it together. I mean, you high earning. It takes something to get to a position of being high earning. Okay? So use those same business smarts in your relationships, or the way you decide you're going to go about relationships. Be strategic. Okay? Don't come across as being needy. All right? One more thing you said caught my attention, and the absence of something else also caught my attention. You made mention that he makes good money, that he's a successful businessman, but nowhere did you say that you guys had anything in common, that you had any other compatibilities. To be in a relationship, you need more than just having enough money, okay? Because money isn't a problem solver for everything. It can't solve everything. So there needs to be some things that you have in common with a person. So back off of looking for money all the time. Because I mean, hell, UPS drivers make good money, So also broaden your field. Now, I'm not saying you got to go pick up somebody who make $15 an hour and maybe you making like what equates to $150 or $200 an hour. And I'm not saying you can't find somebody who makes $15 an hour and y'all might have something in common. But my point, because I'm always making points, and I'm going to do this in all episodes. You're going to hear me say points a lot because I want you to pay attention when I say that. So the point to it all is, don't let money always be the determining factor. But at the same time, use it as a basis where it's needed, okay? You shouldn't be the only one bringing income into the house. You shouldn't be the one that's making the world turn with your bank and your partner is not contributing anything. That's how you see a lot of these celebrated people, as I call them. They end up paying alimony to men. And to me, a man should be ashamed to take alimony from a woman. But, this is America. So be careful. The contracts that you sign, because marriage is a contract, believe it or not. It's a contract, a legally binding one, until such time as it is dissolved. All right? So be careful about that. Hey, that's all I got for you on this one, okay? To all my listeners, hey, I would love to hear what you have to say about this. If you've had this happen to you, what have you done? What advice would you give to her? Let's continue the conversation in the comments. If you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you'll know anytime a new episode airs. If you would like me to respond to your questions, my email address is in the description. If you're watching this on Facebook and you have questions that you would like me to get to, PM me. If you're watching this on IG, DM me. See, I finally got it down. I told y'all I was going to work this newfangled stuff out. Thank y'all for listening. I'm out.